announcement, the Prime Minister stayed in Toronto for a vigil. It was meant to be a show of solidarity for Ukraine, but Trudeau was interrupted by protesters. Have a listen.
Sir, I think Ukrainians can tell you a little bit about freedom and liberty, so why don't you settle down? This is a night for them, not for you.
The protesters were confronted by others in the crowd and then pulled away, allowing the speeches to continue.
You know, that just goes to show how far we've come down as a country. This is exactly what the so-called freedom convoy and the right in this country want to do. They want to take an opportunity to shout at the Prime Minister during a time for Ukrainians living in this country and around the world to literally remember the brave men and women who have died in Ukraine, both civilian and military. And it's because of idiots like that, and their stupid convoy and everything else like that, who are there yelling freedom at the Prime Minister like they actually know what the hell they're talking about, when they're literally surrounded by a bunch of Ukrainians who probably have families over there in Kyiv who are being bombed to bejesus out by the Russians, and they got the nerve to show up there like a bunch of friggin' entitled idiots that they are to tell the Prime Minister, we want freedom. No, what you want to do is bring this country down into a fascist state because you guys don't like the Prime Minister. Yeah, if you don't like the Prime Minister, do the right thing when it comes to the next election. Go out and vote. Don't act like a bunch of idiots and prove that this fringe minority in this country that held up Ottawa for God knows how many weeks are still around. Makes me ashamed to be a Canadian. Makes me ashamed to say I'm from this country. But yeah, I support Justin Trudeau. He's my Prime Minister. I voted for him, and thanks to people like you who actually went out there and did that ridiculous stunt, and Pierre Poilievre, I'll be voting Liberal in the next election. Make sure that people like you don't get in the office, because I tell you what, if you're the turd that's in the toilet, Pierre Poilievre is going to be the one that flushes the country all the way down. I'm Travis Walsh, and that's the way it is.